Hello friends, thank you for the feedback of the previous video. This time I'm going to talk on masks so that you can choose the best ones for your protection. This video is strictly meant for medical professionals only. So coming straight to the point, I have been a surgeon all my life and these medical or surgical masks have been a part of my daily life even before the COVID came in. These surgical masks usually prevent my droplets from falling into the patient. If a patient wears these masks, they will not let its droplets fall far away. So these are pretty safe for the patients to wear also, and even for doctors and nurses working in non-COVID times. So once you have to buy these masks, make sure that they have three plies. I mean to say three layers. The middle layer is called as the melt blown filter. Cut open one of these masks and make sure you have these standard three ply masks. So the next thing I'm going to talk about are the N95 masks. One thing that you must remember is that N95 should be written on an actual N95 mask. 95 signifies that these masks filter about 95% of the particles that pass through them. I would also want to tell you is that the best of these N95s, before the COVID times also had NIOSH certification. That means these masks are certified by the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. The important thing about an N95 respirator or a mask is that it should fit you very tightly and there should not be any air leaks from the side of an N95 mask. Always make sure that if you're working in a COVID environment or an isolation ward, or you're working in an emergency where you suspect you have COVID patients, or you are working in an OPD where there's a lot of rush and you need to protect yourself with an N95, your mask should fit you tightly and there should not be any air leak. This I'm repeating because it is very, very important. So if I have to wear this one, excuse me for my glasses, I would take the lower strap and pull it to below my ears, and the upper strap goes upwards, and you make sure that you fix your mask properly along your nasal bridge and practice blowing air. There should not be any fogging in an actual N95 mask. So this you have to always make sure when you try an N95. So another thing that my friends have been asking me, what are these KN95s? The 95 in these masks also mean that they filter about 95% of the particles. KN stands for these have been certified by the Chinese people. So they're also good to wear. But one thing that you have to be sure is that you seal your face properly, because since they're made specifically by the Chinese people, so they have a different face morphology. So what I usually do is, remove my glasses and tape my N95 from above on both sides. So this would ensure that no air is leaking. If you're still not happy, you can tape a bit more from the sides. I'm just demonstrating that how finicky you should be to seal your faces very properly. So in case you're still not happy, and these are the times where you have to protect these masks and reuse them according to your hospital policy. So it's better to cover these masks with a standard 3-ply mask, and obviously you will have another face shield to cover these also. So I am kind of happy wearing these ones also. But be sure that whatever you have is of a good quality, and be careful while removing the tapes, because you can have rashes if you're allergic. So any of these are good enough if they're of good quality. Make sure that they really fit you tightly so that no air leaks, because then the filter would not work, and you will have air coming out from the sides. So another equivalent to these N95s are these FFP2 or FFP3 ones. These are the European standards. So remember that N95 is equal to KN95 is equal to FFP2 or an FFP3 by the European standards. I have one of these FFP2s for you guys. So quickly wearing this also, you can seal the upper edge, and this is equally good to go as it filters about I think so 94% of the particles that pass through it. So now I'm going to make a passing reference to these two types of masks. One is a half face mask, and this is a full face masks. These have attachments called as filters. So I have this one, which is called a P100. That means it filters about 100% of particles passing through them. This has also got the NIOSH certification. If you've watched my previous video, these masks have expiratory valves. So I've modified these masks and covered them with a 3-ply mask so that my droplets and my aerosols don't fall on my patient. So I use these masks for doing laparotomies in these COVID times. So the next thing I want to tell you is what not to wear. So I have 4 examples. These ones have FFP1 written on them. FFP1 means that they're basically dust and pollution masks. And N95 will have N95 written on them. These masks have a filtering capability of about 80%. So these are to be avoided in COVID times for sure. So this is an FFP1S dust and pollution mask. I have another one which looks like an N95, but it shows that it is FFP1S. And for your surprise, it has a filter also. So once you wear this mask, you would be expiring your air unfiltered if you've watched my previous video. So all of these ones have FFP1 written on them. That means they are all pollution and dust masks, and these have to be most certainly avoided. So the take home message from this video is that if you're wearing an N95, your mask should have N95 or KN95 written on them. So also remember that please do not use valved masks in these COVID times, because if you are an asymptomatic carrier, these masks would release unfiltered air from your nose and your droplets in the environment and probably infect someone. Thank you.